Let's geek out on some gear, shall we? Today, guys, we're going to be checking out number 7, Mick Thomson'S gear from Slipknot. Alright guys, Happy New Year, welcome back. I hope you had a great 2018, hope you had a great New Year's, and let's kick off 2019 with a brand new video series, shall we? We're going to be checking out Mick Thomson'S gear through the years from 1999 all the way through the .5 Grade Chapter era. So strap in, grab your popcorn, let's go. So kicking it off, we're starting off with the 1999 through 2000 era of Slipknot. During the early years of Slipknot, they were known for not having a lot of money and a lot of gear, and they kind of used what they had laying around, so to speak, and that kind of reflects on the self-titled debut album. It's very raw, it's very gritty, full of emotion, it's not professionally processed, and it doesn't sound clean and crisp. It sounds like it was almost made in a basement. And that is what made it absolutely just soar through the masses and what made people connect, because it wasn't polished. It was just raw emotion, man, and it's amazing to this day. Still a classic. Mick Thomson on that album used his 1994 custom shop Jackson King V for the majority of that album. The story goes he took out a loan in 1994 and had it custom ordered so he could pay for it, and then he had it all the way from 94 and then tracked it on the debut album in 98 and 99, and is still in his possession to this day. The next guitar that was used during this time is the Ibanez RG560. This guitar can be seen during the debut performance on Ozfest 99. You can see Mick playing. It's kind of like looks like a silvery gray, and that guitar was actually presented in the Slipknot Knotfest Museum in 2012. And the final guitar used during this time was the signature guitar from BC Rich, the BC Rich M7 Warlock. From 2000 through like late 2003, early 2004, Mick Thomson was a BC Rich guy, and this was the beginning of that. During the recording of the self-titled album, Mick Thomson used a Rocktron Piranha preamp as well as a Mesa Boogie 295 power amp. Alright, moving on to Iowa. Now Iowa, again, was solely BC Rich. I think that's all he played. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's all he played from 2001 through 2002 was solely BC Rich guitars. Again, he had the BC Rich M7 Warlock and the BC Rich NJ Series Warlock. These guitars can be seen all throughout all the live performances, to include Disaster Pieces or Live at Reading, on Guitar World magazine. These guitars were the sole tools used during the Iowa era. For amps, Mick Thomson then switched to VHD pit bulls and carbon 4x12 cabinets. The carbon 4x12 cabinet, I've seen in articles that was actually the same cabinet used during the self-titled album, and then he brought it over again in 2001. Next comes Volume 3. Now Volume 3 is when Mick Thomson left BC Rich and then became an Ibanez guy for about 10 years. It's also the time when he started talking with Rivera, and then now, even to this day, is still a Rivera artist. He did use a Warlock from time to time during Volume 3, but he also used a custom BC Rich bitch as well. But in 2004, Mick Thomson became an Ibanez artist and had his own signature guitar. This was the birth of the MTM-20 from Ibanez. You have seen this guitar in all sorts of colors, to include white, black, red, carbon fiber, you name it. Mick Thomson used this guitar for such a long time, and it is when you think of Mick Thomson, up until recently, you think of Ibanez. His specs are one of a kind, with a top-mounted Floyd Rose with no bar and no route out, and then the locking nut up at the headstock. That is a design that I don't see too many guitar players using other than the boys from Meshuggah. For amps, he used the VHD Pitbull again during the beginning parts of Volume 3. He recorded Volume 3 with that amp. However, during the later half of the Volume 3 tour cycle, he then started to become a Rivera artist. Alright, the All Hope Is Gone era. This is the longest era of Slipknot and is also the most gear that Mick Thomson went through during this time. For guitars, the main rhythm guitar on All Hope Is Gone was his white Stormtrooper, as he calls it, Ibanez guitar, his own signature guitar. But then he also had the MTN 100, which was certainly more angular and more of the BC Rich style, but it wasn't used for very long. It was used on the back half after Paul's passing. I actually saw Slipknot live in 2012 and was able to see this guitar live, but it really didn't make much of an appearance after that second half of All Hope Is Gone. It was during this time that Mick Thomson actually became a Rivera artist and had his own signature amp and signature cab. Rivera created the KR7 and the K412, two signature pieces of gear for Mick Thomson, matching head, matching cab, and he's still with Rivera to this day. This brings us to the present day, the .5 era. was during this time that Mick Thomson switched from Ibanez and became a Jackson artist. For guitars, again, the MTM20, the white guy, was the main guitar for .5. However, I saw this change in 2016 when I was stationed at Fort Benning, Georgia. I started to watch Slipknot live, and all of a sudden I saw a reverse headstock, and I was like, what is that, right? Zoomed in on the video and saw the Jackson logo. Yes, in 2016, Mick Thomson became a Jackson artist. He's had two models that I've seen Jackson make. He has the Signature Solos, which is now available for sale, an import model and a USA model, as well as a King V with a reverse headstock. For amps, he used the KR7 and the K412 again he's a Rivera artist. And he also uses now a Rivera ISO cab on stage. Mick Thomson sure is known for being a huge gearhead and has gone through a lot of stuff in 20 years. That's it, guys. That's it for the video. That's Mick Thomson from 99 through 2018. What did you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments of this video your overall thoughts of this brand new video series. Let me know if I did get anything wrong, and let me know who you would like to see in a future video. I would love to hear from you guys. If you found it informative and educational, please like and share it. Hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber already so you don't miss out on my future videos. Alright guys, I'm out of here. Stay metal, and I'll see you guys next time.